you not have my consent? Oh my god, I'm so
Dude, what are you watching?
You may have thought the statement on the thumbnail about Godless World being the best anime this summer was absurd, but it wasn't actually a statement, it was a question, and the answer is no.
I'm sorry.
But only kind of. Don't you hate it when your father sacrifices you for a cult ritual and then you end up in another world only to be woken up by a handjob in a village full of NPCs who live life without knowing what God even is, but then you get killed in the process of saving your new NPC friends only to be brought back to life by the very God your father originally sacrificed you to?
Yeah, that's the worst.
I know. Poor Yukito. That's just the first episode. Nothing can prepare you for the insanity this show unleashes upon you, but that's basically the plot.
Yeah. I mean, this guy hates religion, but he gets transported to a world without religion, so basically what he does is he creates his own religion so that he can all follow his personal god.
Yes, Mitama. Through it all, he has to meet and deal with a bunch of different false gods called archons. They're basically cute robot girls who are practically made to double as like little cute waifu profile pics and super powerful warriors, and Yukito has to weaponize his own made-up religion to deal with them. So he just keeps coming up with new creative scams to manipulate people into believing in him and his god, Mitama.
Using her godly powers, Mitama peered into the depths of your heart, and she told me what she saw inside!
Of course, you're nervous about your boobs have gotten way too big!
This is the most absurd thing, is that Yukito is the most normal character in the whole show.
Don't do it, LRL! I like it when they're big!
Normal.
Speaking of normal,
This thing is amazing! A zillion times faster than doing it by hand!
Did you know a lot of people's first introduction to this show was that scene?
I actually didn't know. I thought it would
Yeah.
be the monster shot.
No, it's the tractor scene. It's like the reason a lot of people even attempted to watch it to begin with.
Like the first time you showed me was out of context,
Yeah.
and I couldn't believe what I was looking at. But even seeing so much bad CGI, that scene still got me.
You're on the floor,
Uh-huh.
but you're like always on the floor.
The way they do their monsters from episode 1 all the way to the end, it's never like a serious threat.
Unlike the manga, which I heard the director and the author talked it over and decided that this would save money and be more entertaining, and they were right.
What was everyone thinking though?
Was there any other animation scene that comes to mind when we talk about horrible, no, not horrible, great animation?
Boobies.
We're not at the hentai section
Oh,
yet.
there's a hentai section? Anyways, yes, that
Yeah,
was a
but
funny
it's funnier that the manga was actually supposed to look good. Should I show you right now?
Let's see.
Look at the comparison.
Wow.
Like, it actually looked like something, like, unique. It's funnier that the manga was actually supposed to look good. The author put time and effort into those drawings, and then this is what we get. Let's see if they've got any... Why is it censored? That's not it. That's not...
Why does he have...
Who is that? Is this a woman? My brother Yukito! What? We just got spoiled, dude!
No.
Big time!
Okay, so why did you watch this to begin with? Because you're the one that introduced it to me.
I saw Yukito on the cover and I thought he's kind of cute, so I watched it.
Yukito.
Don't say what you're about to say.
What am I about to say?
You're about to say, who is that?
No.
No, who is it then?
Loki?
Can you remember anything else? Like $5 if you remember 5 others.
Including Yukito?
No.
Loki? Mitama? Nick?
No.
Nikki? Sticky? Rory?
You're at 2.
Dakari? Dakami? Dakani?
Oh,
Is it?
actually,
Is it?
yeah, dude,
Oh!
actually, yeah. You're just a liar. You just... Don't let his bad memory fool you. Like, this is actually a very memorable, if not whack, cast.
Whack.
I'm trying to shoot video over here.
Hey,
Yeah.
you better be serious. We're shooting a video here.
Yukito, the straight man with a slightly twisted edge who every girl is into in classic isekai fashion. Mitama, the lolly goddess obsessed with the MC. Syl, older sister with a drinking problem. Al, virgin baby sis who reads too much smut and is obsessed with MC. Bertrand, hot cross-dressing knight who becomes obsessed with the MC. Loki, hot cross-dressing goddess. Atar, powerful robot girl with a sweet tooth. Dakini, hentai goddess. Rish, hentai goddess with glasses. Gaia, creepy child predator goddess. Roy, most hated character. Ricky, Phantom's favorite character.
And yet, like, all of these characters can be defined like basically one character trait.
Yeah, aside from Yukito and Loki. Something more is going on beneath the surface with those two, in my opinion, and I think that's what makes them the coolest. I mean, who cares if they do just have one personality trait to them? They all mash together in such like a weird way, all these different dynamics, that it doesn't matter. Like, nothing will feel old or repeated ever.
Yeah, except for Roy's antics.
She told me that my right hand can be a real lover.
Dude, the only constant in this upside down isekai world is this one dude named Roy who's just being a dumbass creep the entire time and everyone wants to kill him.
Yeah, he's literally the worst anime character I think I've ever seen.
It's like Mineta on crack.
It's like Mineta on crack.
It really is.
Dude.
I want girls to love me so I can touch them.
Yeah, it's like, what if Mineta was
like older and creepier.
and had no laws?
There were no heroes to stop him.
Exactly.
Yeah. We went over like what the animation team must be thinking, but what were the voice actors thinking when they literally had to voice any of these lines?
Didn't you say that they were like really big actors or something?
Yeah, there was like Kaneki, Power, Toga, Historia, Gabi. I don't know how they managed to pull that off, but I mean, good for them, you know.
That's crazy.
You're probably wondering who half those people
No,
are.
I know. Kaneki is the one from Tokyo Ghoul. Toga is the show about...
We just talked about it.
What?
We just talked about it.
Toga?
Wait, who do you think Toga is?
From the Greek, you know what Greek?
You think I put down what Greek people wear as one of the characters that...
Ancient Greek people. Toga is Kaneki's girlfriend.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna think it's Toga, and it's just not Toga.
What's Toga?
Toga.
I've never heard of Toga before. I swear. If you tell me, then I'll be like, no.
My Hero Academia, one
No.
of the villains.
No.
Yeah.
What villain? Which one?
The girl who drinks people's blood and she's obsessed with death.
Dude, how was I supposed to know that? No, but the crazy thing is these are actually huge actors, but they're actually giving 100% to every character.
Because it would be embarrassing if they didn't. Like, with a show like this, you either go all in 100% or just don't even touch it at all.
I want you to punish me so hard, Mommy!
Everyone around Yukito is kind of an idiot who needs to be guided like sheep, and he's like their sheep herder or something. And it feels like he's constantly attempting to play chess in a world that really only has the rules to checkers. Except for Loki. I think Loki is the only one who can see that. You would be a sheep if you were, yeah, you would.
I would be a wolf at the top of the mountain.
What mountain are you talking about?
You know how wolves howl on top of mountains at the moonlit night? That'd be me. Anyways, all the girls have such big boobs. Except for Mitama, thank God.
You said before that you think Bertrand is the saddest character.
Like, she gets demoted from her position as a knight, and then she loses everything, and she is stuck wearing things she doesn't like.
Her outfits are insane. They're like the worst in the whole show, and that's really saying something.
Yeah. She looks like if a naked baby fell into a bush and then rolled out and grew up.
So far we were like, oh, we're gonna talk about the characters. We just have Yukito's kind of interesting, then girls have big boobs. Bertrand is a naked baby who rolled in a bush and
grew
came
up.
out, but grew up, of
We
course.
can't.
No, we would never. That's
No,
Roy's thing.
no.
Mitama, what do you think of Mitama?
Mitama reminds me of like a little sister kind of dynamic with Yukito. He bothers him and then he puts up with her.
I think their relationship is cute. Except for like there's one moment where she...
Why do you leave me back there, you jerk?
We've come to the plot convenience part.
Plot convenience, like editing convenience, where we can just cut out anything that doesn't work. Okay. Things just happen in this show. One episode, they're living in the Middle Ages. The next, they got like solar panels and electricity, all of that. There's no explanation really, other than Yukito just wants to move things into modern times, and Mitama can just, I don't know, like do stuff like that sometimes. I remember you being curious if they'd show like how they got to a post-industrial society, but they don't show it. They bypass the Industrial Revolution.
Yep. Like, the funniest thing is sometimes we take breaks between watching episodes. So we took a break, and with my classic goldfish memory, started watching the next episode, and then they introduced the idol arc, and I was so confused. I was like, Yes.
They just learn their instruments and they learn singing all at once.
Not just that, they learn of the existence of music.
Music. They learned it all perfectly overnight.
Yep.
And
Except for Bertrand.
poor Bertrand has
Yep.
no musical talent,
No.
like someone else I know.
I can show you the world. A whole new take. This also goes back to the animation part. They don't even bother trying matching the visuals to the music. Like, she'll be playing drums and there's no drum sound. There was one part when they weren't even holding instruments.
Okay, also something to note is a little bit strange, but somehow all these girls becoming idols somehow makes Mitama more powerful.
It doesn't really add up. There are times when like Mitama will have a certain number of followers and then someone else comes along, and even though they don't disbelieve in Mitama's followers just go half itself.
Like who comes along? Like who?
Loki.
No.
Al. Syl?
Atar.
Atar.
Oh my god. Also though, how can one single truck carry an entire stadium on its own? I don't know. Shit happens, you know?
Yeah.
It's time to get horny! Yes, queen!
At one point, Gordon was like, I know you've said this isn't the worst that the show gets, but a part of me thinks you're lying. And I wasn't.
I've never seen a show take itself less seriously.
What, just because the plot's like a little weird, you can't take the whole show seriously? Does this not look serious enough to you? Look at this, Gordon! I guess it's not up to your Mappa Ufotable standards, but like, damn, sorry. Can't show you anything.
But you did show me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch this show alone.
Yeah, not together, like I made Gordon watch it with me after I watched it alone the first time.
It was really awkward. Well, you know, it's not the first time I've watched hentai alone. I mean, not alone.
Wait, no, you know, let's
Just
Okay.
make sure that your parents are at home, though.
Yes, the number of times I had to pause because I was watching it like in the kitchen or living room and someone came home.
Why did you watch it in the kitchen or something?
'Cause-
You could have watched it in your room. Why
Yeah,
would you
but because I wanted to eat while I was watching, you know? It's a good show to have dinner to alone.
We're about to prepare your body.
I mean, this show does toe the line between like anime and hentai.
Yeah, well, you would know. So.
Yeah. Eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What do you think the most inappropriate moment of the show is and why?
It's probably every moment Roy is on screen.
Nobody's ever gonna love a freak like me anyway!
That or the sex cult.
I think the sex cult is where things just like really ramp up. Like you already think they're at 100, but then they go to like 150 or something. Because all those scenes are crazy. When Rish imagines that Yukito is raping her and is like getting off on it, and she's like,
Because without your glasses, you're just a regular woman!
and then she orgasms right in front of him, and then we cut to what's actually happening, and Yukito is just like, and she's like on the floor with literally a puddle around her.
Also love how they censor things. Like they'll kiss and there'll be just like a big black blob. I think there is a lot of fan service for the girls too, because you get to see Yukito getting assaulted, and who doesn't want to see that? And he has cake. Yum, yum, yum.
Stop. I think the hottest character though is probably Loki, and there's not really as much fan service with her. I mean, her outfit is very revealing, but she's never assaulted, so
That's the bar.
that's the bar. And poor Bertrand though, I really think she gets it the worst, but she's also one of the ones who tries to assault Yukito.
It wasn't her choice though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Let's not watch this.
No. Just think of it as work and be grateful. Okay, just be grateful that you're getting to watch this at all. No, but at least half of this show's inappropriate moments that verge on like full-on hentai scenes definitely are thanks to this degenerate.
You can't go a single episode without looking at the comments where people are like, time to euthanize Roy.
Except for this one dude who was like, Roy is my favorite character, he's so relatable.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like a menace, but like not in like a cool, fun, haha way. Like, Mitama, she looks like a freaking 10-year-old,
Yeah.
and then
I'll show them all her cuteness and her perfect little toes.
Just leave him at the sex cult. Like, he goes to the sex cult, and of course he betrays Yukito and the gang there when they get kidnapped because he's like a weak-minded punk-ass loser who's just a complete degenerate, and he'll do anything for the promise of getting laid. He'll even turn against Mitama because she keeps refusing his advances, of course. But it's disgusting.
Disgusting shit.
And then there's the female version of Roy.
Yes, and what is her name? Come on, what is it?
Gaia.
Gaia, and she straight up seems like a pedophile.
Yep. Like she lures kids into her house.
Yeah, she's like trying to kidnap them, like straight up. But I think it's sort of the show dances around the subject. It's never fully like she is a pedophile. It's just like, maybe.
Except when it comes to Mitama, she's just like licking her up and down like a cat. Like,
Yeah, she is.
Also,
Yeah.
is why kidnap called kidnap? Because you take kids and you sleep with them?
What'd you just say?
Kidnap. Nap.
What about...
Is that why it's called kidnapping? Because you take kids and you nap with them?
No, man.
What?
Because you can kidnap an adult, too. You can kidnap, and you can be kidnapped. What are you talking about?
Beg, I can bid.
Okay, but then we come to the antithesis of Roy, which is Ricky. And everyone loves this completely random NPC guy with no plot relevance named Ricky. And you gotta watch the show to understand. But he's like the MVP. Like every episode, he's so random. But that's part of the allure, you know? Like, every episode, he shows up on screen. In the comments, there's something underneath of people being like, oh my god, finally, Ricky's return.
We need a second season just for Ricky.
But what do you think the chances are that it will get a second season?
Very low. Yeah, the fact that this show was ever created was an absolute miracle.
This author is seriously a freaking weirdo, and he got an equally psychotic showrunner to make this anime a reality, and that is a compliment.
I mean, you can just look at the title of any of these episodes and know that the voice actors are having like an absolute blast doing it.
We know we are not worthy, O Great Lord Mitama! Evil cannot die!
I'm serious when I ask, though. Was the plot getting just like a little bit serious starting at the end there? Like, was it going somewhere, you know?
Yeah, it felt like definitely they were hinting at second season.
Yeah, because you got like moments of serious narrative woven in between insanity, like the end of life system, the dynamic between religious leaders and followers, the unique power systems, the different archons, how love and desire plays a power in the
Okay, I take it.
themes of family, you know? I'm just saying. Hey, Gordon, want to play a game?
Do I have a choice?
No.
Yes.
This is the rule. I will read a comment from the Crunchyroll comment section, and you must guess if it's a real comment or not. You don't stop. Don't look. First comment. Did y'all censor that, or did it come that way? I don't pay for censored content. I want that shit raw.
Repeat the question, please.
Really? Okay, I'll give you some more. It would be from episode 1.
That's true.
You are right. Next one. I wish I would wake up to someone pulling my lever, LMFAO, though I could do without the injury.
That was not real.
It was real.
No, it was.
Roy has undergone his character arc from friend to foe thanks to the cursed power that lies in his right hand. Yukito is not a very kind acting coach, and Rish is delusional. I love this anime.
I think I know where you're going with this. All of them are real. This is real. The next one's gonna be real, and all of them are gonna be real.
That's true!
But I'm still gonna read them anyway, because they're funny. This anime's so bad. ... See you next week. How the fuck this almost hentai-ass anime make me cry? LOL, this is softcore porn. Didn't stop watching. MC is packing, damn.
But I love it.
What's the realness rating of this show?
How does this rating work? Explain to them.
You know, every show that you watch, there's a level of realness. Like Attack on Titan, that's 100% a real show. Demon Slayer, also, yeah, that gets to be real. They're different, but they're both real. Something like Vampire Knight, which only the real ones have watched that, but the show itself, I would say, is probably only like 40%.
After the twist, 40%.
I thought that made it even more real.
I don't know, guys.
Please just hear me out, please!
It was so out of left field, but
She made me watch it too. So.
I make you watch everything that you watch. You wouldn't watch anything
I
without
watch.
me.
Yep.
I would say this one gets 25% real on the realness rating.
I think it gets 10%. I think the animation makes it even less real. I would be like, wow, this hentai is really badly done. Like, hentai would do better. Not that I would know.
Except that one time that I saw.
You didn't see anything.
We've seen a lot together, so. Unfortunately.
Sorry, I spit on you.
It's been happening all video, it's fine. Okay, anyway.
Not me being Roy this episode.
No, okay, yeah, so
Bye now.
10%. I just try to say like one word, and he just always talks over me. No, it's fine. Go. Say it.
Bye.
Don't get sacrificed by a cult and taken to another world, okay? Ah, why do you always freak out as soon as you get on camera?
Subscribe.
What do you want to say, Kawa? What do you have to say? Your favorite show this season? Oh, that's a really bold claim. Also, where's your beanie? Why are you putting on the hood instead?
Okay.
Perfect.
I look like I'm ready to invade Mulan. I can't unsee the fact that this thing looks like
But
a condom.
it literally doesn't though, you're just wrong.